You unsolicitedly knock on someone's door and say, I'm here to give you Windows. And they're gonna say, I have Windows, I don't want Windows. And then you're gonna sit there and convince them that they need Windows. And then once you've convinced them of that, you have to convince them to choose you over all your competitors and spend thousands and thousands of dollars, $20,000 or $30,000 replacing plastic and glass that they already had in their walls. I think that'd be a very hard job to do, and I think that would make you a very good salesman. But life is sales in general, right? You have to be able to make people understand the way you think. And I think that's all sales effectively is. It's having thoughts and being able to project them in a way that people follow them logically and want to agree with you or are inclined to agree with you at the end. So I think life is sales. Getting a girl to fall in love with you to a degree is sales. And convincing a judge you're innocent is sales.
And it builds tremendous character and resilience.
So you have to get used to being rejected.
Yeah, hundreds and hundreds of times over. Yeah, it builds character.
And it's amazing how if you start a sales job and you're rejected at the beginning, it's such a big deal, but after a while, the rejection just doesn't sting anymore.
Yeah.
Which perhaps answers back earlier when we were talking about my confidence to sit here and say things that get me in trouble. It just doesn't sting anymore.
Did you?
This will come out and the BBC will type up something about what I said and how bad of a person I am, and I won't care. It just doesn't matter anymore. So I'm that guy now. I just keep knocking at the door of fate. I keep knocking at the door waiting for them to eventually grab me and throw me in the cell. So we'll see how it goes.
Switching gears a little bit, let's talk about your desire to grow on social media.
Yeah.
How much of it was to grow the business through e-commerce and online with infinite scale versus get your message to the world? I'm sure it was a little bit of the two, but when you were sitting there planning your social media 3-step plan of attack, what was the primary motive for you?
So the primary motive is that COVID pissed me off. COVID annoyed me. I lost faith in humanity during COVID. I couldn't stand people anymore. I decided to become as well known as possible deliberately so that I could get canceled, so that I could drive traffic to my own social networks, because I kept getting banned everywhere. I've lost like 12 Twitter accounts. I lost my YouTube. I was banned on everything. And then, of course, making money is very important when you fight a war, and having traffic driven to my e-commerce products or my Hustlers University is good because it allows me to fund myself in the war. But I was already rich. I already had a lot of money. And the reason my school exists isn't for me to make money. That's not why it exists. It's interesting now you've asked me this question. It's an amalgamation of lots of different ideas, but I always had the intention of getting a network of people who understood how the world really worked and a place where you could truly speak freely. And then I wanted those people to be as powerful as possible. I don't want the people who understand how the world works to be brokies. I want them to be rich because that allows them to fight against the matrix and have some kind of influence. You don't want a whole bunch of people broke working wagey jobs.